As a writer, there is nothing in the world that makes me want to vomit more than cozy seasonal Hallmark movies. While the aesthetics may deceive you with their adorable pumpkin farms and twinkling small lights, the storylines are always so nauseatingly empty, featuring characters whose biggest life problem is whether they'll continue to be a successful big shot lawyer or run off into the sunset with their hot baker boyfriend. And yet, when life feels particularly cruel, I sometimes catch myself wishing I could live inside one of these movies, so that I can escape the parts of my reality that feel broken and unsafe.
Here's the thing. I understand that I'm a hypocrite, okay? I despise these movies, and I think some of these writers should be locked up in jail for crimes against humanity. And yet, there is this dichotomous part of me that is very jealous of those people online that like romanticize their lives, make all these pumpkin spice cookies, drinks, everything, and like I'll just go frolic in a field. And I don't understand myself, and I want to figure out this hypocrisy within me. And so I am going to give in to my secret desires. I want to have just one day where I romanticize and live my life like it is the most sickly sweet Hallmark movie ever. I found a town called Newburyport, which is actually considered one of Massachusetts' most beautiful towns. And it is so Hallmarky that they actually filmed a Hallmark style film in Newburyport. So we're gonna go there. Again, let's go. This is my cozy outfit that I chose for my Hallmarky day. Really, I wanted to wear it with this hat, but I am lugging a tripod around because I'm filming it and this would just get in the way. So this is the real outfit, but we're gonna wear it without this. This sweater I got from the Melrose Trading Post in Los Angeles. This skirt is from a brand called Myanmar. Obviously, I'm wearing the Doc Martin, and I'm wearing my Deathly Hallow earrings to match the triangles that I got from the Harry Potter store in Manhattan. All right, this is the outfit. Okay, we go now, bye-bye.
Hello, my old heart, it's been so long since I've given you away. And every day I add another.
Looking around, my heart can't help but flutter a little. I never had access to these kinds of small towns growing up in LA. Towns where the architecture is so exquisitely old and every little shop sells lots of beautiful, useless things you always end up wanting.
This town, literally everything about it reminds me of a Hallmark movie. Oh my God. They even made it for like fall. This is like an inn. I'm in front of an inn across from a church with a little windmill thingy. And like, even I forgot the word for floor. It's red brick.
But to truly begin answering the question of why I'm drawn to this godforsaken aesthetic, I'm going to need to truly immerse myself in this Hallmark setting. And that means exploring some of these beautiful, useless shops. So I entered one at random, and it took my breath away.
Oh my God.
It felt like I'd stepped into a pirate fairy cove. Everything in this shop was nautical themed, from the compasses and bosun bells for sale to the delicate model ships just hanging around on the second floor. The fact that someone out there finds it important enough to open up a shop dedicated just to whimsical ship things honestly fills me with so much joy.
It's actually funny. Wicked Pissed, New England's most famous feuds. Okay, so I walked into a shop called Greetings by Design, and the owner was so cute. Her name was Deb, and when she heard that like I was just here making a little video, she gave me like all of this information about Newburyport. She gave me, first of all, she gave me a map so I could like go around, see what there is, and like basically all just the events that are coming up for fall in Newburyport. And I just thought that was just so nice. If I asked to like film something in Boston, nobody's going out of their way to give me all of this. Even though it's a small city, it feels like a community. And that's like so refreshing.
The community is arguably the part that I both love and despise most about Hallmark movies. It always features a friend group meeting daily in a local coffee shop, an experience I find completely unrealistic and yet always craved growing up. Inevitably, the main character will fall in love with the extremely hot barista, which I want to say is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
But basically, I have a friend who got stood up on a date in a coffee shop, and the barista saw, and he went over to her, and then he asked her out, and then they started dating, and then now they're married, which is utterly ridiculous. Like, I can't even argue with the Hallmark movies because it actually happened. And so the moral of the story is maybe I just hate Hallmark movies because I am really, really single.
And so I enter Changing Tides Cafe. There were high school girls working behind the counter and pumpkins placed everywhere for the fall season. There were freshly baked croissants and regulars who all seemed to know each other. Obviously, there were no cute baristas for me to fall in love with because why would I have such luck? But you could tell that this place truly served as a community for the people who lived there. And it made me start to wonder whether Hallmark movies were trying to replicate something that couldn't be replicated.
Hello! Nice to meet you.
This is Connor.
Hi, Connor. All right.
But these films were doing something right because every year during the colder months, North Americans gathered to watch this slop in droves. Clearly, I wasn't getting anywhere just by wandering a Hallmark town. To further understand my paradoxical feelings, I needed to delve deeper into this sickly sweet world and infiltrate the most sacred of Hallmark spaces. The pumpkin farm. Every Hallmark film has a farm of some sort. It's where the main character usually realizes she wants to give up all of her dreams and ambitions and move to the middle of nowhere to bake pies. The Hallmark town of Newburyport was no different. Right alongside it was Cider Hill Farms. Autumn in New England is famous for its apple picking, and what better way to get into the Hallmark spirit than picking some apples for the upcoming Jewish New Year of Rosh Hashanah. But as I breathed in the intoxicating scent of sun-soaked grass and apples, a confusing realization suddenly hit me. I actually love what Hallmark stands for. It celebrates small moments in life that remind me that my world isn't as broken as I think it is. Maybe my real life had been brimming with these little moments this whole time, but I had just forgotten to notice.
Okay, so these ones that I just picked are Pioneer Macintosh. You know what? I'm not going to say what these are until I ask my friend because she knows and she has the paper. But like there are different apples that are better for baking, different apples that are just better for eating. And it's like really cool. They have like different rows. Okay. I really should probably cut myself off. These are going to be so heavy in my backpack. I have like this tripod and that camera and then another tripod like. But, look at this thing. I think I want to go home with like a pumpkin friend, but like obviously not this huge one. I want to get like a little mini pumpkin friend and then I want to put it on my books.
Okay, I was going to talk about finding the perfect pumpkin friend here, but you know that I know that you know that the only thing we are looking at are the furries behind me twirling around like Cinderella. So that's what we're going to focus on, furries. I see you. I'm giving you space. Please twirl to your heart's content. Pirouette.
So I am back from Newburyport and Cider Hill Farms and I have a little apple haul. I do not even remember which is which or what I picked. Maybe some apple expert in the comment section can, oh, that's my bracelet. Okay, ew. We're gonna have a little apple taste test. It smells really good. That is a really sweet apple. I actually think it's so crazy that I went apple picking a day before Rosh Hashanah, which is the Jewish New Year, because we dip an apple into honey to signify that the year should be like a good and sweet year. And I actually have fresh farm-picked apples for the holiday, which is so crazy. Like, that's such a fortuitous thing to happen. I also bought a little pumpkin friend for fall. He is adorable. I have decided to name him Gordon Pumpkinton III. Gordy for short. I honestly think this is such a whimsical idea, and I think he's just gonna go live on my desk and make friends with all my books. Right, Gordy? He says yes.
I'm glad I went on this adventure, because it taught me that I never have to watch one of these movies ever again. I will probably never find the writing in Hallmark movies to be fit for human consumption, and that is okay. Instead, I learned to appreciate these Hallmark moments in my own life, and if they aren't there, then I need to create them. Despite whatever I feel about Hallmark movies, they have a deep respect for community, highlighting shopkeepers, small businesses, and the people in your corner. I would not have been able to survive here in Boston without my amazing neighbors and friends who I know always have my back. But one thing that's beautiful about being a part of a community is that even the coffee shop owners know who you are. If I could shout out one business owner who has transformed my time here in Boston, it would be Chaim, the owner of Pure Cold Pressed in Brookline. This is one of the only places in Boston where I can get healthy kosher salads, acai bowls, and wraps. To say that this business has single-handedly fed me through 8 years worth of late study nights, editing sessions, would be an understatement.
If I can do one Hallmark thing that's like actually authentic, I want to thank this man for feeding me. So that's what we're gonna do.
Wait, this one's so funny. Oh my god, expressing my thanks.
My own heart, how have you been? How is it being locked away? Well, don't you worry, 'cause in there you're safe. And it's true, you'll never be what you'll never like.
This is really cute. All right, let's go and surprise him.
There's nothing left.
Hi Chaim, how you doing?
Amazing. How are you?
I'm doing well. I wanted to give you this as a
Oh my
present
God.
because
Thank you.
you have been feeding me for the past 8 years, and I just feel like I wanted to feed you this time. So just thank you so much.
This is so sweet. Thank
It's
you.
a little present for Shabbat.
So I filmed this whole interview with Chaim, and he was talking about how his favorite part of his job are the customers that he gets to see every day and interact with. And then I got home and I realized that all of that audio had completely cut off, which I could be annoyed about, but honestly, I actually find it such a serendipitous final reminder for this video that some of the best moments in life are just better when they're off screen.